All right, today we're going to look at a little more specifically at the PCR button. What is that and what is its function? Probably a couple of video topic, but very briefly, we'll quickly grab, let's say here in one of our boxes, the 4 stocks by highlighting them for the FANG stocks and add them to the portfolio below for a simulation. Once we've added them there, let's say we were looking at that portfolio and we spread the amounts evenly, 25%. We would then say, we want to know a measure of the total portfolio correlation. How correlated are these parts? If you have different investments that are not correlated, they'll be represented in the correlation matrix with a negative occurrence between those two parts. And if you're trying to have a non-correlation factor in your portfolio design, this is a quick way to take a look and see if you're achieving that. It doesn't say it's a good or a bad thing. It just says how much negative correlation is going on within that portfolio over that time period. So right here is the PCR, and we can select a time period, let's say 5-year, and we hit this button, and that starts the simulator. It's not a full simulation. This is just looking at the correlation matrix, and we're going to give you a measure of that. We take the full matrix, the number of negative occurrences within the matrix, over the number of positive to get a ratio. And that gives us some idea if the portfolio is highly correlated, which would be 0. If the number was 0, everything's moving together all the time. And anything above 0 shows a measure of non-correlation, all the way up to a whole number representing the total. So in this case, it would be 4 parts 4, which would mean everything was all negative, and all negative number can't be expressed as a divisor, so it never occurs. This takes about 22 seconds, 23 seconds to run, and what comes back to you is just the number itself. And it'll be expressed right here. Portfolio correlation is 0, which is expected. They're all stocks, they're all highly volatile, all highly positive, but they're 100% equity portfolio. That's it. So hopefully that makes it a little clearer. We'll have a little more in-depth look at portfolio correlation ratio and how to use it or apply it later. Thank you.